Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I got so drunk, I tried walking to your house. Well, I woke up on the couch with my pants down. The next day, I didn't know what to say. My whole life, shit's been the same way. I'm a mess while she's getting undressed for some other dude. I had no chance until he is finally done with you. I'm a mess while she's getting undressed for some other dude. I had no chance until he is finally done with you. I'm never done with you. You are my dream come true. What am I to you?
Fridge over here. One of those double doors with the ice dispenser and shit.
Oh, this has only got one door.
We are back, baby. Yeah, yeah. There's
Go fuck you,
Monopoly.
Nintendo.
There's Jake.
Bring it on.
There's your boy Thomas. And hey, it's me. What's up, everybody?
Was
I
good
hope
in the
everybody's
hood.
good.
How goes it?
Cheers. Nikki's sick as fuck right now, dude. She got sick at the show that
Damn.
we were at on Sunday, evidently. You know, it'll take
What?
a couple of days to catch up to you.
Was it a disturbed show? Did you get down with the sickness?
No.
Damn it.
We got to go see a band called Off With Their Heads. One of Nikki's favorite
interesting
bands
name.
ever. Yeah.
Oh, Chad's gone. He's not coming back.
Alright, we're taking over.
Her COVID test
Alright,
was
delete him.
negative. Hooray!
Hey.
So that's good news. Maybe she just got like strep throat or something, which is still
Possibly.
real shitty, but it don't hang around as long. That fucking COVID hung off my nuts for like 2 weeks, dude. Hammered me.
I remember getting COVID. I've only had COVID the once, and I remember getting COVID,
Yeah, me
and
too.
it only lasted for about 4 days. And I was fine.
Lucky you. I got it like 4 months ago or so, remember? And it fucked me up to death. I was blasted for like a long period of time.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It was like the most intense 4 days of my life. But like,
Oh, yeah?
but yeah, once it was over, I was fine. I was literally like, I'd get out of bed, and then I'd take like 2 steps into my living room and have to have a lay down because I'm now fucking I'm knackered again.
Damn.
So because like my body was just dying, my body was just having none of it.
So
My
what's
whole
the
family
worst?
got COVID, but I've completely managed to avoid it.
Damn, you still haven't had it?
Yeah, no, never. And I've never been vaccinated either, because fuck needles.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had COVID either. I just remember getting I threw up a lot during Christmas season. It's like the weird.
Oh, that's
time when
normal.
I used to work. Well, yeah, when I used to work at Papa John's, it's like weirdly got this weird stomach bug. It's just like when I had to go back to work too. It's just like every time I've tried to go into work, it's like, nope, you're going to the toilet. You gotta fucking puke. It's like, fuck, I can't go in now.
Son of a bitch.
That happened for the last 2 years, and I think it happened a little bit this year, but not as bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start questioning
no
what's
COVID.
going on at that Papa John's.
Dude, also, I'm calling bullshit on Annapolis. Bro, you
What?
cannot sit there and tell me you're afraid of needles,
Yes.
yet you're obviously on
But bitch-
steroids.
Bitch, you got
What the
tattoos.
fuck?
What?
I said, yet you're obviously on steroids.
What are you talking about?
Look at those guns, son. You ain't fooling nobody. We know what you're doing.
I am
There you go.
completely natty. Also, I am skinny as fuck. Dog, I used to be, what was it, like 220 pounds of muscle. I'm 6'7". I am at like 180 right now. I am skinny as
Hell
fuck.
yeah.
Or is it like
I need to put on more weight.
You can't
I need to lose
sit
weight.
there and
I'm
say
fat
like
from
you're
White
afraid of
Claw
needles.
Doritos.
Hmm.
You can't sit there and say you're afraid of needles Bitch, you've got tattoos.
Yeah. Also,
Like,
you
you
have
can't say
tattoos.
I know
Yeah.
it's kind of hypocritical, but it's way different. Like in
Oh
general.
yeah, instead of
these-
getting hit by just one needle, you get hit by one needle about 1,000 times
yeah,
in one sitting.
like in general, I've always had fucking shit experiences with doctors and like dentists and shit, especially when I lived in Germany. Those guys are fucking butchers. Yeah, no, it's
Makes
fucking
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm laughing because it is like, I believe that, dude. That's
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. But like,
Yeah.
so like I'm over it now, kind of. But still, every now and then, when I have to like draw blood or something, I still like tense the fuck up, and they have to try multiple times. I'm like,
But
"Ugh."
draw blood. Are you still doing bloodletting over there?
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
every
give
now
a
and
fuck, dude.
I don't
don't-
anymore, but I
I just
probably
got
should.
to the point where I really like it never really bothered me, but by the time I got out of the military medicine training shit, I was just like, I don't even give a fuck. You know how many times my
Yeah.
friends had to practice on me, and it's like I'm their first person ever stabbing with a needle.
Oh yeah, their hands are shaking as they're getting closer.
And then
I
know the biggest hangover cure is a bag of fucking fluid, some fucking saline fluid. Just, I mean, it'll take a hangover and just remove that situation from the whole day.
Yeah, but like, how many people have access to saline fluid on hand?
Hospital corpsmen in the Navy
No, fair enough.
who work in a family health clinic.
You're just walking about like the medical fucking section just with a bag of saline like attached to your fucking coat.
No, dude, you just
stuck
come
to
in
you.
like an hour early to work because you know you're too fucked up to be sober anyway, and you're just like, all right.
He just walks in. It's like, hey, bud, want to buy some saline?
God damn, you're here early. Yeah, I am. I'm a good
Actually,
I was like, I'm just gonna go in the back room for about 30 minutes. So I'll be back in a second.
Well, see, these types of things, whenever I was in, were not like a very common thing. But evidently, especially the forward deployed people that were in the Middle East and shit, are like getting ready to go there during that time period, like early 2000s. That shit was like, if you were getting hammered with the Marines and everything, it's like, all right, boys, we know how to fix this to be good for our fucking training tomorrow. Every other day, just pop one of them bad boys in. Because they would literally, like, there was a Marine that fucking fell out during one of the runs, and they were like, dude, you are so fucking dehydrated. Like, you need to be drinking, like, water before you go on these 20-some mile runs with your gear. He was like, I did, I drank tons of beer last night. I figured I'd be... And they were just like, you dumb son of a bitch. You're going to die. Like,
Well, if anything, that made it worse than if you didn't drink.
Exactly.
Like anything
it
at all.
Dehydrates you, yeah.
Yeah.
So he was just like, what the hell? I drank a bunch of beer. How am I dehydrated?
There is water in beer. All right.
It's in there somewhere.
Underneath all the malt and Bartley.
There's definitely a method to the madness of this whole thing, fella. Shorty, you're going to keep interrupting the podcast and you're going to make me feel disrespected. Who scratches your ass that you can't reach? Think about that. Who is that?
The ass you can't reach, the Shorty story.
I mean, just think about it, dude. This motherfucker's a literal sausage of a dog. He can't bend like that. So, when his ass
can
has
bend
to
like
be
this.
scratched. Yeah.
He's like a little
The most
T-Rex.
he's got is roll onto his back and to start to fucking rolling against the carpet or something.
It's like a baby seal.
Yeah. He does look like a baby seal. But, like, some messed up genetics going on. Like, his flippers are definitely fucked up. He's like the Oswald Cottlepot of fucking seals. Look at you. You gonna not shut up till I come get you? Well, come on. Come on.
I'm gonna set up for this.
Oh,
Look at that big old sausage.
You got anything to say?
The shortest of boys.
come on! You've got center stage right now.
Oh, he won't shut the fuck up if he's sitting over there.
Come on.
Aw,
But now you made him camera shy.
Go on, whisper into the microphone.
Come on, buddy.
The whispers come from here.
I don't
like
think those are
toots.
whispers. Those are
Deadly
fucking
whispers.
shouts.
The calls are coming from inside the house.
The thumbs.
More like one of
the
those like
graybeards.
trumpets.
All right, Shorty. Why don't you go lay down with your mom? She's sick. She wants cuddles. Here.
He doesn't
Get
want
sick
anything to
with
do
it.
I
that.
don't wanna.
He doesn't want to get ill. Fuck.
You don't think I have hospital bills to pay?
Here, Shorty, involuntarily get sick. No!
Oh!
Oh, Muriel!
I can be like, lost them all to the plague. Unintentional, of course.
You're gonna end up trying to open your front door and it's gonna be like marked as a plague house or something.
Yeah. What is
There's
it
a line
like?
of salt in front of your door.
Yeah.
Well, I think
what-
it's about time for our favorite
Oh,
for
shit.
our
I
favorite
forgot
segment
we were doing. Yeah.
of the week.
Are we doing this week?
I go the Game Show podcast.
The game show.
Time, Chad.
All right.
Our subject for today is Mr. Chadwick.
Whose
And
views
in
are
honor.
these?
And in honor of you playing Hogwarts Legacy,
Oh, God.
the subject of the podcast
Is pot.
is Harry Potter.
Ah. Damn
No.
it.
It's not.
All right.
So, are you ready to begin, Mr. Chadwick?
Nope.
Good.
Too late.
We're committed now.
Question 1.
Yes.
Sectum Sempra is a spell for what?
Hell, I don't fucking know.
I require an answer, Chad, even if it's a guess.
Sectra symptom. Sounds like an
Sectum Sempra.
Sounds like an STD cure.
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds like a taint piercing.
does this manifest money?
No.
All right, cool.
I should tell you the answer, though. This is not going to be a trick one like last time. The answer is causing severe lacerations.
I was gonna do a
Good
fucking
God,
Ranger thing with a
dude.
subtle hint.
Jesus Christ, that's like the wizard Taliban or something. Use that if it's like a
Okay.
box cutter.
Question 2. What are the 4 balls in Quidditch? I'm saying Quidditch. Quidditch.
Of
Name
course
them.
there's the snitch. What are there? The bludgers? Are those one of the fucking balls? The bludgers? I have no clue what the other one is.
I'll give you half a point for getting it mostly correct. There is 1 quaffle, 2
quaffle.
bludgers,
Yeah,
and a snitch.
yeah.
I'll give
the
you half a
quaffle.
point for that one.
These fucking words are harder for me to remember than Japanese words.
Okay. Question 3.
Yeah.
Name the horse-like creatures that can only be seen by those who have witnessed death.
The horse-like creatures that can only be witnessed or seen by those who've witnessed death. Is this like book 9 material?
I'm pretty sure they are in the books. I haven't read the books personally.
Book 9. I've read all the books up until like number 6. When it got to the Order of the Phoenix, I was like, I'm out, dog.
I think it might be one of the later books, possibly. But
So I don't
they
know.
were in the movies
I
too.
have no clue.
Take a stab in the dark.
Oh, I know that one. Dr. Dell's about to start answering these questions. Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
All right, I'll count it as a did not answer. The name is Thestral.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that. That's crazy. Thestral.
Question 4. What is Voldemort's real middle name?
Shit. Tom Riddle, I know his name. Fucking hell. Douchebag riddle. Tom Adolf riddle. That's my last guess.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That is incorrect. His middle name is Marvolo.
I totally remember that now that you've said it, but I would have never thought of it.
But you may reclaim yourself with an additional question. Spell Marvolo.
Hell no. Marvolo?
Marvolo. I shall
It's
speak it
spelled
more
like Marlboro Low. Right.
So that is no on both of those.
No, I'm not answering. I plead the fifth.
Dr. Dell, Tom Marvel Comics riddle.
Yeah, Marvel Comics room. Marlboro.
Question 5. In which year was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone released?
Damn, that's got to be like.
I said Sorcerer's Stone. It's actually Philosopher's Stone over here, but
Yeah.
I translated it for you.
Can't have a bunch of thinking and crap
Well,
in America.
There was
No
a gap.
philosophizing.
There was a decent gap between the movies and the book, but there was also a gap between the book being released and it being a fucking smash hit that everybody knew about.
Yeah. But it's
So
it's talking about when it was released.
I'm thinking it's like 97 or 98. I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It is incorrect. It is
When?
2001.
Damn, dude.
Really?
There's
That
no
late?
way. I remember that shit being huge in like 2000 or something. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, 2000, 2001, they're actually very close together, so you're not far off.
No shit.
But that means it was like an instant hit then. I thought it had been
Yeah, it
out.
probably
and then
was.
I thought it had been out for a second and then it blew up. Because I remember hearing about it with the first book. And my stepmom gave it to me. And she had already read it. And my cousin had already read it. They must have been on top of that shit, man. Anyway.
Question 6. What is the name of Hagrid's half-brother?
Hagrid's half brother.
He has a half-brother.
Hank of the Hill.
Fucking
Tank
Dennis.
of the... Yeah. Yeah. Sam.
Steve.
Yeah, I don't know. What's his name? These are good questions because they're like obscure. I'm sure people.
I kept them obscure,
really-
but like knowable if you do know your Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah,
His name is Grop.
Grob.
Grop. It is
Grop,
Grawp.
And so is this a giant? The giant size?
He's actually more giant. He's actually
Okay.
more like a proper giant. Anyway, question 7.
Wait, no, time out. Now I do recall it. Wasn't he like?
No, it's too late now.
No.
Can't answer.
I just had to pull from the recesses of my mind that guy even exists. I think that didn't they have some fucking issues with people trying to do some nasty things to Hagrid's brother? Like there was some issue with him being in trouble at some point, or he fucking saved him or something. I remember.
I think it's a case of that he kept him away from people because specifically, like they were
because
trying
he's
to.
a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also his name's Grop, and he kept gropping all the ladies.
Oh no, that's Harvey Weinstein, dude.
Anyway, question 7. Imperito is a spell for what?
To make you mentally incompetent.
That's actually not that far off. I'm going to give you like a
What's the
quarter
answer?
point for that. The answer is to make a target obey every command. That's a bit. You're not that far. You weren't that far off.
I wouldn't have counted that one.
I won't count it, but I'll give you some sort of brownie points for that.
Man can think.
And now we are on question 8, the final question.
My God.
Aconite and Monkshood are also known by what name?
Aconite and Monk's Hood. Dude, you stumped me with all these questions, bro. I have no fucking clue what that is. That's probably the hardest question.
It's Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane?
Yes.
Man, she really was on some crack, wasn't she?
Yes. Well,
Aconite.
unfortunately today, Chad, you have only achieved half a point.
Yeah. This is much like my academic career.
A whole half point.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
And for
So
today,
for the
you
next-
have our consolation prize of a Steam key for Disney's Hercules on the PlayStation 1.
Oh my god.
Well done, sir.
Do they actually have that?
I do actually have that.
That's what I'm thinking right now. Wow.
I do actually have that, and that shall be sent to you in course.
He just gives you a ROM.
I would like to ask you some questions.
Well, first, can I do the can I do
How
the,
the turns have tabled.
can I do the chat question first?
You can 100%.
Okay, this is a question for the chat. The first person to type in the answer will win a Steam key of their own. What is the name of the acromantula owned by Hagrid?
What the fuck even is that?
Is it his pubes?
I'll keep
I should give it
tabs
some
on
time.
that.
Like we'll do. Okay, Chad, you can ask me some questions while we while we
Okay.
wait
Keep an eye on it.
for people's answers.
Okay.
You're just searching them
How-
up now, aren't you?
How many movies did Harvey Weinstein want to be in the Lord of the Rings franchise?
I have no fucking clue. Why is the first question about Harvey Weinstein?
That is a very specific question.
It's a very fact-based answer.
I don't know, probably like 9.
False. 2.
Oh,
He wanted to condense the films to 2 and cut the funding almost in half. And
like what?
of course, you know, Peter Jackson, Christopher Lee, many people were just like, "Fuck you, no, we cannot
He
do
tried
this."
he tried to do the same with Princess Mononoke actually, and they sent him
Yeah.
a sword like no cuts, like as a threat.
Yeah, yeah,
No cuts,
I've
or we
heard
cut
that.
you.
Mm.
Well,
Okay,
I should mention, Chad, you do know your consolation prize. I was planning on giving you that anyway, even if you won.
no. I totally appreciate that, and I'm actually a huge Hercules fan. I've got the tape sitting right over here, actually.
Well,
Like,
that's what I mean.
one
It's
of
like
my
I
favorites.
actually just got that Steam key as like a in like a pack of other stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I was just like, this shit cost me like £1. Here, it's
Yeah.
yours. You
Yeah,
can have
take
it
a
as a
pound.
prize.
Another question. Of course, this is for everybody. Who was originally cast as Aragorn?
Hmm. No, I've got nothing.
I haven't even seen The Lord of the Rings, so
All right. It is.
he's
find this
looking it up
guy's
because he
name.
doesn't
Yeah,
know.
I have to. No, I. Oh shit!
But Chad,
Don't
it's
need
almost
that.
like you're not prepared.
Stuart
like, I'm definitely
Townsend.
not.
Stuart Townsend was cast as Aragorn originally, and
I have no
actually went far into production of the film before it didn't work out because he just wasn't taking
well,
the
here's a
role
question.
seriously.
Here's a question for you, Chad. Who was cast as Shrek originally before Mike Myers?
Oh, come on. This is easy. We all know this. Do y'all know this?
Fuck no.
I feel like he's
Chris
playing for
fucking
time.
Farley, dude.
That's right.
I was gonna say he's playing for time.
No, Chris fucking Farley, dude. Could you imagine a world where Chris Farley was Shrek? That shit would have been amazing, dude.
That would have been
Oh my
fire as
God.
hell.
He fucking was Shrek, dude.
Okay, before we carry on, is there any answers in the chat for the chat question?
Dell saying Shelob, but that's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, nobody else.
Damn it, Dell!
You.
Damn it.
I had hopes on you.
Well, to Dr. Dell's defense, I did switch things over to Lord of the Rings out of nowhere, so I apologize.
It was a Harry Potter based question.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh well.
You're a Jedi, Hagrid.
You're a Jedi, Hagrid.
I'm a what?
I'm a...
Well, we may not have any winners for today.
But we're all wieners.
We're all
True.
winners in our own way.
We are all wieners.
Big, giant, throbbing, juicy wieners.
Mm.
Well, this means that the next quiz, the next game show, shall be based on our own Mr. Nopolis.
I'm gonna fail so hard.
Don't worry, I'll pick something. I'll pick something just for you.
All right. I'll make sure to study up on my Fallout lore.
Well, that's the point. Is that I won't actually tell you what it is until.
Oh, make
Like
it
I didn't tell
SMT
Chad what it
based.
was until the
That
last
would be
hour.
the hardest fucking thing ever if you made it about SMT, because none of that shit makes sense
Oh,
even if you're reading
good
it.
God. Yeah.
Oh, Rappy has a question for us. What
Oh,
was
God.
the first game that what was the game that had the first Easter egg?
Adventure. I think that's it.
The Atari game?
Yes, I think that was it.
I think so, yeah. I think that's accurate.
I wouldn't have a clue. I've never even heard of that game.
If I remember correctly, like the guy who made it, he hid his name in the game because they weren't credited.
Hmm.
So
Really?
like he hid his name in the game.
That's fucking hammer, dude. Oh my God. Dr.
of-
Dell said, "You're a Jedi, Hagrid." Quote, Jean-Luc Picard.
I was gonna say, speaking of not getting credited, weird tangent, but like the Metroid Prime remaster came out,
Uh-huh.
and for some reason the original team is not credited at all in the slightest
What?
anywhere. Yeah, the original team is not in the credits whatsoever.
What?
Yeah,
That is a bit weird.
it really is.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was like finally some camera controls for fuck's sake. But I saw that and I was like, oh, what? Why?
Dude, could you imagine somebody covered a song and just be like, "Yeah, we got a brand new original song here."
Yeah.
Here we go.
So
we
many
wrote this
people do that.
yesterday.
Well, speaking of covering songs, I've been dealing with a lot of bullshit with copyright lately on my own channel because, first of all, I streamed the second half of Catherine, and that got 17 copyright claims and had it blocked in Japan. And then yesterday I did a little Valentine's Day karaoke stream where I went out of my way to specifically find karaoke versions of the song from this one channel called Zoom Karaoke, who has quite an extensive library of songs. And I was like, I hope I don't get any copyright trouble with this. Turns out every song I did got a copyright claim on it.
I think by
how it
you
goes.
naming the channel that you got it from, you're trying to throw them under the bus too. You're just like, no, don't get these guys, not me.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
just
They,
saying, man.
they fucking
I
totally
was like, I should
asked.
have been fine.
They totally asked me to report every meme video that I got hit for. They were like, "Oh, if those other channels have this content posted, then you should just report their videos." And I'm just like,
That's not cool, man.
number one, that's your fucking job, not mine. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
do your job for you. And also, you're asking me to fucking snitch on people for shit that I don't think should be a problem in the first place.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? I'm not
Yeah.
The onus
reporting
is
a
on you
problem.
fuckers.
I'm not saying we're the problem. I'm saying you're the problem.
YouTube as in of itself is just a problem.
But that's the problem. They don't see a problem. That's the thing. It's like telling your homie who's like the video that we just recently did where this dude spent $30,000 on a chick in prison who wasn't about to do nothing with him.
Oh yeah, I know the one you're on about.
You can't tell that man nothing, dude.
Yeah.
right? So YouTube
Yeah.
is like, well, all companies that are huge are like, oh, money. Oh, are you talking to me right now? That's interesting because I'm busy staring at this money. Too bad. You know, like that's all they care about. They don't care about your problem. They're staring at so much money right now. That's all they can see. And everything else, unless
well,
it's
that's the
about
problem, is
them
that
making less money, then they might pay attention to it for a second because they got to keep that money as where it's at or bigger, always.
well, that's the issue, is that money is blinding them to their own issues in of itself.
Well, it's keeping them
And
from making more money, really.
Eventually, like people are just going to get sick of YouTube, and a new
Bro,
type of video sharing platform is going to appear, and everyone's
Another
just
one?
going to sort of do a fucking massive migration over
think
there.
of it this way,
Oh, there
though.
already
Eventually.
is.
Just
Yeah, you say that,
because just because people are mad about something doesn't mean it's going to change or they're going to do anything about it.
Oh yeah.
Look how long our governments have been running however they want to, and we're all mad as hell about it, and they're just like, well, you know, we're still
So-
going to do our thing, you know.
Yeah, so the various governments just kind of just do whatever they like.
But it's
So
like
long
as-
huge, dude. Google's as big as the world government, you know.
So long as YouTube has the ability to stomp out their competition, there will never be a change. As soon
Yeah,
as
but-
somebody steps up that they can't just stomp out, then it's over.
But that's what I mean. Is like as soon as a platform turns up that they can't just instantly kill,
Yeah.
like
It
they're
will
fucked.
take
They're a glass
something-
cannon build.
It will
The-
take a revolution. It will take a revolutionary development as big as, if not bigger, than what happened between radio and television for that to happen. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Google is such a massive, powerful company that it would take a life-changing revolution to in technology or a platform to show up that is just so goddamn awesome that it's the biggest thing that's ever happened.
Well,
to
this
knock
is the
them
problem,
off
is
their
that
thing.
YouTube
you know?
bases its entire content off of people sharing stuff, people sharing their stuff,
Yeah.
and sometimes sharing other people's stuff. But and so as a result, if everyone just went, you know what, fuck YouTube, I'm sick of this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube's got fucking nothing.
Yes, they do. They have a shit ton. They have like
Oh, yeah.
Chrome. They have Google.
Oh yeah,
Drive,
no,
they
I'm
have-
just talking about
Well,
YouTube itself. I'm not talking about like Google as a
separate it
whole.
from the. You can't separate it from the whole beast though, because you're just talking about one of the fingers of a fucking beast, dude. This company can take a loss over and over and over again and not give a shit. You know, I mean, they can lose so much money figuring it out that there is no startup that could ever withstand the business is like, you need money to make money. But if you have a
Oh, yeah.
huge surplus of money that can burn, other people will die out before that happens to you. So even if you got to rebuild after a while, you're still there. They're dead, and they've been dead. They've got such
What I
a
was more
huge head
talking
start.
what I was really more talking about. I wasn't talking about like Google dying as a result of YouTube
Yeah.
dying. No, what I was talking about is that YouTube itself is predicated off the idea that people are sharing their content, and so YouTube is in a very fragile sort of foundation of the sense of that if people stop sharing, there's no content to share.
Yes, but also if they could become broadcast television of the future, they're gonna take that. And
Oh, they already basically are.
They'll make a social media platform if they need to, but they'll
YouTube
become
basically is already
broadcast
just
television.
like I said, YouTube already is just television.
Yeah.
It's just television, just without the stigma of being television.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be, heavily tailored by big player like advertisers. They won't give a shit
Yeah.
about VPNs and Trim Your Balls Club. They'll be like AT&T, Samsung, car manufacturers, shit like that. That's all we're going to play for ads. And if you're not up to snuff with daytime television standards and quality of stuff you're putting out, you can do it on our new social media platform, but you can't do it on YouTube anymore. And that sucks because no matter how much argument there is about their practices or whatever it is, everybody argues and bitches about their boss and their company. But the fact is, nobody else is paying creators more than they do at a more like safe, dependable rate. Unless like Twitch, but that's like streaming, right? But for content creators and uploading content, nobody out there, not Meta, not TikTok, you can't make it as good on any other platform,
Yeah.
Well, TikTok is just shit anyway. Like regardless.
But people
of...
have blown up on there, dude. That's where Casual
Oh yeah, they're
Geographic
blown up
came
on there,
from.
but for like,
that's where
but
Mr.
for
Ballin
what?
came from. To jump ship and show up on YouTube. That's what
Well,
they all do.
that's what I mean. Is like, so what's the point
That's
of
all the
TikTok
Vine
other than just being as a point to jump off onto better stuff?
4 years ago, it was the easiest algorithm to get noticed on. Like 4 or 5 years ago, if I would have been putting out 3 or 4 TikToks a day, I would have built a pretty big platform on that site or app or whatever. Because I have a friend, man, and he just does parody videos, all this shit. He's got like fucking 4 million subscribers at this point, or followers on TikTok right now, and he's made YouTube videos and things, and it doesn't get the same kind of traction. But he got endorsements. He's been on like WWE's YouTube channel and on their after the show type thing, and all he did was make TikTok videos to get there. I mean,
I don't know. There's something just so strange about like TikTok to me personally. The short style, like that style of content, just doesn't gel well with me personally.
It's Vines, dude. It's nothing different than Vines.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Even going back to Vines, like I didn't even like Vines. Like I didn't even like that. I don't like the short form style of content.
Crisps? You like crisps? Huh? Chips?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Crisps. We all like
a whole argument here, Chad.
We all like shitty calories, dude. It's enjoyable. Burst. There's no investment. It's also loaded down with thirst traps. It's just an attack on every single ape brain function, right? It's just like, here's a dopamine hit. Here's a new one. Here's a new one. But, it goes into like, if I just wanted to watch shit all day, then I could. It's what you pick, right? So the algorithm's going to pick out what you're paying attention to, and it's going to give you small hits of that over and over and over again. So there is quality content on TikTok like there is any platform. It's just finding that.
I don't know. I've never made like a TikTok account. I've never even downloaded the app personally.
They've made their video lengths up to like 10 minutes or something now. Also,
But even 10 minutes in itself, that's still very short in comparison to some YouTube videos you'd find.
Oh God, dude! There's like sleeping videos that are 24 hours.
Oh no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those like recently I watched over time. Watched a 4-hour video talking about the Metal Gear games. They were specifically doing a challenge of like, can I beat every Metal Gear game in the saga before the end dies in Metal Gear Solid 3? So basically, he had like a week to do it. So like he did. I was like, I watched that whole thing over like a couple of days, and and I quite enjoyed it.
There's shit for everybody.
That's what I mean. I took that shit apart.
I don't mind short form. It has its uses. I do think it has completely fucking obliterated people's attention spans, though.
Yeah.
Like if you don't get to the point in a video within like the first 10 seconds, people massively click off. It's insane.
Oh yeah. Well, that has actually been a music industry statistic before YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Even in like the early 90s, if you were sending out a fucking song, it was almost pointless to send the whole song. You just give them a quick mixtape with like, here's a medley of your music would be like how you would demo shit to go and show to potential, investors or studios or whatever. And so it's kind of always been that with shit that hasn't been advertised to you. The way that like it's just like a movie, you know. It's hard to pick what you want to watch when you're just looking at the fucking box art at the fucking rental place or the poster. You know, you want to see a
you could-
trailer real quick to see if
Well,
you
that's what I
even
mean.
give
Is
a
like you
fuck.
could even you could even make like an argument that almost everything is short form these days, like trailers for movies.
It's because we're so
they're
comfortable,
never
dude.
that long.
It really comes down to
The
being so
advertisements on
comfortable.
TV, like the advertisement on TV, they're never like more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because if they had like a 10-minute fucking advert, no one would watch it.
Right.
They would watch like the first 10 seconds and get bored and fucking flip the channel over. Like everything is so short form these days.
Yeah. Well, we're never bored, dude. And when you're constantly entertained, you know, your need for the quality of that entertainment tuned to you is very high. We
Yeah,
used
but
to
what
be
is the
entertained
entertainment
by
distracting
taping-
you from?
We
you know,
used to be
the
entertained
rise of
by,
the killer machines.
by taping up sticks and fighting each other, pretending they were lightsabers in the woods. Me and my
Exactly.
friends, you know, or skateboarding out on the block. You know, it wasn't. Oh, I like this. This is totally my thing. Oh my god, I like this. It was just we hated pretty much fucking everything, so we would do anything to not be bored.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, hey, I got marbles, you got marbles, let's fight.
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
go for it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I've got these Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You've got these Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll trade you that one for that one. You know, that
Yeah.
kind of, you know, just kind of like doing literally anything because you're just bored.
You show me your Pokemon card, I'll show you mine.
Yeah.
Babe, I showed you my Charizard. Please respond.
Yeah.
That was your problem right there. You only showed a Charizard.
Mm-hmm. What are you trying to say?
Dude, it's a hollow.
What are you trying to say? I'll never forget, like, one of the YouTubers I've gotten into recently, Opossum Bud, was talking about how people only fucking pay attention to Charizards when they're not real collectors and not really fans of the game. I was like, I was
yeah.
mid-guzzle of Charizard spunk when I heard this, you know?
You were just like, oh, but I like Charizard.
I stay hard for the Charizard, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Charizard's
thing is,
pretty
like everyone will name everything as being like, oh no, this is like only for these kind of people.
Mhm.
I'm just like, yeah, but like some people do actually like that stuff.
Yeah,
So like,
exactly.
you know, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's the card that I chased when I was 9 years old, dude. That's what got me into the whole fucking game to begin with.
Exactly.
So, you
You know, like I hate those people who are like gatekeeping anything by saying like, oh yeah, if you like that portion of it, you're clearly not a true fan of something. I'm just like, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Yeah.
to me, it's I can see that perspective. I get where the guy's coming from. I gave him props.
Oh, yeah.
Because at least he tells. Here's what I hate, dude. People who don't speak their actual opinions and they're just like, oh, this is what people expect or want me to say, so this is what I think about this. Like, this guy's not afraid to piss people off and like hurt people's feelings about shit. And it's like, dude, I would rather disagree with you and think you're an asshole to think you're a soulless fucking puppet, you know?
Yeah.
I would rather know you have a contrary opinion to mine and respect you as a person, see how you move and operate, and also respect that perspective than to you just parrot what you think I need to hear, you know, that's accepted, you know.
Oh yeah, it's like all four of us. We might have like contrasting opinions on various subjects, but we're still
we all
homies
know we do.
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like we're all still homies regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's almost like you can hang out with people who have differing
Yeah.
opinions. Such
But
a
not
strange
Nikki.
concept.
Not
No, not Nikki.
She's sick.
Oh yeah.
Listen, she's sick, dude.
She's fucking ill, dude.
She's sick. You're a sick person, Nikki. You're sick.
Here,
And she sat in the
So
other room
sick.
just like, what the fuck are you on about?
she's
hate
she's
you
so
guys.
sick and so bad.
It really does suck though, because like I hate the congestion shit and like sore throat and stopped up.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, like the
miserable.
blocked nose and all that shit. It's like,
And
oh,
you're
it's-
like
it's
energy
terrible.
zapped.
Mm.
And that one cough that just won't go away even after you're fine. It's just keeps lingering on.
Totally
Like you
can't
just
relate.
hit the stickiest of the icky. Stickiest of the icky. Dude, there's a job available at the weed shop and I'm applying for it.
Yo, let's go.
It's supposed to be like a part-time job, and I was just like, maybe
Take
so. Maybe so.
You're gonna be sat in the fucking interview, just be like, oh,
So weird.
staring at the product, be like,
Yeah.
you meant to be interviewed. It's like, no.
You need
Just
my
like, where's that
references?
employee discount?
You need my
I was
references?
just
Give me
I'm
that
from
piss
local
cup.
hands.
Check my levels, bitch. Check my purchases.
I've been a loyal customer here,
Been a
god
loyal
damn it.
customer. Dude, my insurance should cover that shit. That makes me so mad. I've got a prescription for it and I have to buy it. What?
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, that is just like a whole thing in itself. Like insurance companies just don't cover shit.
You served your countries, boy. And listen, we'll get you Percocet. But if you need weed, can't do it. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, you served our country, now get fucked.
Yeah, get some pharmaceutical pills, you fucking mule.
Get an opioid addiction.
Yeah, get an opioid addiction. It's like, no, dude. They're literally selling cannabis right here for medical reasons. Hook a brother.
Bruh, I just want to get
Is
the
that
chronic.
is a fucking weed shop? Is it like 2 feet out your door?
It's not 2 feet out my door. It's like a 5-minute car ride.
A 5-minute car ride. Over.
Yeah.
That's
That's
bad.
not too bad then.
No, it's definitely doable.
I have to get on a train for like 15 minutes to get to mine, and then walk like 10
Damn.
minutes.
Well, there's a new one that opened up down here, and they're not even a medical one. Here's how they're doing it. In the state of Virginia, it's legal to gift weed. Like if Nanopolis was over here, I could just hand him a big ass brick of weed and be like, "This is yours for free." Love you, bro. But if if you're a business, you can be like, "We are selling handkerchiefs." And it just so happens if you buy this handkerchief, we will give you an ounce of weed for free.
Yo.
So that's what they're doing down
That is
here.
genius.
Yeah, down here, this one store is selling CBD, and then they're like, "Yeah, what kind of CBD do you want?"
Yeah.
And then they
That's
just
a-
gift you whatever weed it is you're paying for.
I've got to roll around to Virginia. I've got to.
Yeah, come on down.
Go check
I
out
put
the
that
shop.
song out for a reason. It is wild.
Nice.
Dude. We could sit out on the front porch and smoke down all day.
It's so weird how you guys are like ahead of us in a lot of states now. Not all, obviously,
Look,
but like
here's what happened.
over here, it's still decriminalized, not even
Here's
legal.
what happened. All right. There has been, for the longest, loopholes to be very predatory towards young black men in my state. So they were using the whole weed thing to put people in jail for like 30 years, right? Or
What?
close
Down
to, like,
south?
oh.
No.
Oh, yeah. No, they were
Hard to
using the
believe.
weed thing to like put people in jail for a really long time. So we got a governor during the pandemic when everybody was worried about everything else. He was like, "Y'all good with decriminalizing
Sliding
this?
in.
Okay, we're doing it." Poof, and just did it in like 2 months. It was
Yeah.
over.
It's when people didn't pay attention to anything.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
really
he's-
weird, like over here, because like weed is completely illegal, but apparently you can sell literally everything except for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like you've seen like the shops full of like bongs selling like the
Because they're
gummies and
tobacco
things like that, and
bongs.
it's just like they can sell it all except for the actual thing itself. That is completely illegal. You cannot touch that.
Do they have the Delta THC variants over there?
I'd have to look up really.
So it's like
not off
it's
the
like
top
a
of my head.
molecule right next to like fucking THC, the regular one. It's like really close. It's actually not even a laboratory thing. It's like they extract it from cannabis, and it still gets you high. It still gets you smacked, but it like hits you really hard, and it doesn't last very long. Whereas if
sense.
you smoke actual weed, you'll be high for like an hour, but if you smoke this stuff, it's like 10, 15 minutes. You're kind of,
Oh yeah, it's if you want like a quick high.
yeah,
You're on your lunch break at work and you're just like, oh fuck, I need a quick high.
yeah, then it won't burn you out all. Me, I stay pretty much high. I'm 24/7, a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're in a
stoned.
permanent hot box.
Yeah, but with bipolar disorder, bro, it helps so much keep me here instead of here emotionally, everywhere.
Yeah. This
With
is
like
the first time
the
I've done it in a week.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've basically quit, but like every now and then when I'm in the city, I'll just be like, yeah, I'll just get like 2 pre-roll or some shit.
Yeah. Hell
And that's
yeah.
about it.
If I do that, I'll be like a angry, grumpy bastard.
Speaking of buying and selling stuff, I had a bit of a fucking disappointing purchase last night because I almost
Great.
had an Xbox Series S. It was like at a bid of 100. It also had a best offer option. I put it in like 85. The offer was accepted. I paid for it, you know. But then the guy messages me minutes later. He says, "I'm sorry, man, but somebody else already bought it." I'm like, "You mean somebody already put an offer for it?" It's like, "No, I sold it on a different platform." I'm like, well, fuck, that's deflating. So I had to put in a refund form. It was like, fuck, I almost had it.
Well, technically, I wouldn't say that's necessarily that guy's fault because he put it out on several platforms. So, like,
No, I'm not saying that, but just saying
Yeah.
he told me that it's like he sold it on a different platform. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, it sucks. I had a lady sell a Nintendo 64 out from under me. It was included in a bundle of stuff, and she realized, oh, I can sell this for $80 by itself. She was selling me a PS2, PS1, PS1, the first mini ones. You know, it still had the disc drive. It wasn't the PS1 Classic. It was just the small PS1 and a Nintendo 64, the PS1 light gun, a whole bunch of shit for $60.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, somehow that Nintendo 64 magically disappeared.
I wonder why.
Mm-hmm. But she was a fucking, you know, kind of lady that was just selling her grandkids stuff from back in the day. So she didn't know. She sold me the power pack and the AV cables for the 64 also. So they didn't have any cables or anything. And I was like, oh, here they are.
yeah, she was just like, oh yeah, I'll sell you this console. Does it have cables?
No.
What are cables?
Yeah. What are cables?
What's a cable?
Yeah, exactly. But it was a bummer, dude, because, you know, who doesn't want to back up 64? These things are old. They will fail.
No.
Yeah.
You know.
And they're expensive as fuck nowadays.
And it's only going to get worse. There's so much bullshit going on. I'm just like, dude, I'm glad younger people are getting into stuff, but I feel bad for them because all of us old bastards trying to hoard everything is really fucking it up.
I'm totally not hoarding anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Now, if you look behind that curtain, he's got more.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got
This
more in the other
bastard,
room.
dude. This thing is so awesome. I love that thing.
Oh yeah, the big
The
ass
big CRT.
CRT.
Do you take that thing to bed with you? Do you?
No, I don't.
Are you lying?
I take
No, it's too heavy. He has to snuggle on it
I
himself.
take-
He has to like
I
curl
take
up on
that
top
one.
of it like a cat.
that CRT.
He
I take
can't
to
fit into
bed.
the CD jack, that's why.
I can't let go of the past, Josh. I can't do it. Dude, that thing plays the 360 and the PS3 like a fucking it is so nice, man. Those are
Nice.
they are made for that kind of TV. You know, you put it on these flat screens and on these fucking super nice 4K TVs, and it loses something. I don't know what
Honestly,
it is.
yeah. 'Cause it
You
was
know,
still
you
like on that cusp of people having both CRTs and getting into like newer
The
flat
plasmas
screens
and shit, and the OLED screens and shit.
Yeah, so they still kept that shit in mind back then.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not for Dead Rising, because I've heard that apparently back when that game first released, is that HD TVs were just starting to get into it, and so like it was like really squinched down on like CRTs, and you could barely read the text of what people were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
really
that
good
was
fun.
bad.
Well,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
that's Thomas. You were playing Dead Rising, weren't you? I saw you playing Dead
No,
Rising on that stream, and you were not happy.
Oh yeah, I was pissed on my first stream of Dead Rising because I was trying to get past this one part with like Cletus, the gun store owner, and I tried doing the thing where I took out the guys in like the Jeep outside in the courtyard, and I tried to get a good system of that going. I did finally get past it off screen. I did manage to get a good system going where I managed to beat Cletus and actually save my progress. So I'll be starting
Actually, walk away from that situation.
without fucking zombie. But the thing about that game is, whenever you save or load a game, it's like the zombies pop in randomly, and every time you load it up, they just pop in random spots, and it's just like you have to keep constantly planning your route or like thinking of what to use and what not to use before you get to a certain segment. You have to do everything perfectly and randomly at the same time because they also just keep coming in different groups at like certain spots in a plaza. Like say if you go to like Paradise Plaza, there's like a group of zombies here and a group of zombies in front of you, but then another time you load there'll be a group over there and then a group all the way over there. It's like you had to constantly think about what routes to take.
I do remember you first rolling into Cletus's like gun shop, and you're just like, it'd be fine, it'd be all right. The second this cutscene ended, he shot you square in the face and you died instantly.
Instantly as soon as the
It looks like bam, you're dead.
Let's go.
One peck of health left.
Yeah, you had one health, and he just shot you down dead.
That game is a
And
fucking
it's like,
nightmare.
damn, Dead Rising's realistic. 12 gauge does kill.
Yeah. The old man always said you could never go wrong with a 12 gauge.
I love Dead Rising. I wish
Oh,
they
yes,
didn't
you
go
can.
down the fucking stupid silly route in 3 and 4. They ruined it.
Oh yeah, like I thought 3 still had some chops. I felt like it still had some stuff going on it, but yeah, 4 was just abysmal.
Yeah, it was
4 was
Wait a
just
minute.
awful.
it was a fucking mess.
Okay.
I hate it.
Oh god, Chad's got something going on. He's got something brewing.
He's gonna have more problematic video game
I
opinions.
don't know, like definitely 3 had its problems,
Yeah.
but it was definitely stronger as a game than 4 was.
Oh, everything. is better than fucking
Like
4.
absolutely, but like absolutely. Uh, but like yeah, so it was just like it wasn't nearly as weak as people thought it was. Like people always think, like it had a lot of systems in there that I quite appreciated.
Sure, but I just fucking despise that they took away the time limit completely. Like something that was.
Yes, they didn't in 3. It just was a longer time limit.
Well, yeah,
It was basically infinite. You had a fucking week.
yeah. Exactly.
Instead of
It
like
was-
3
I had
days.
that game physically.
Yeah.
Hey, nice.
Yeah. Dead Rising.
No,
Ain't
yeah.
got no manual for it. I ain't in the cool boy club. Sorry.
Oh, we're gonna have to
They-
kick you
But
out.
I was thinking we were just talking about CRTs, and on the cover of this fucking thing,
He's holding a fucking.
he's
CRT.
wielding a CRT as a weapon.
Well, you can't wield it. You can't wield a plasma, can you? Because they're useless.
No, you can't. So yeah, it was still in the 360 era. They were
You'd
still
snap it
around.
over a zombie's head and it wouldn't even bother him.
And it is funny that like people complain that you can't read the text on a CRT, and it's literally on the cover art. That's funny.
Yeah, I just hate that they dumbed the game down because Dead Rising 1 was really challenging. You had to really fucking know what you're
Oh
doing.
yeah, kind of like over time it made they made the games like considerably easier. Because like
What about
the
this?
first one was hard as fuck.
What the hell is that?
Oh, that's.
I know what that.
thought,
Was. Oh yeah, I've seen that one before.
I thought it was all right, but when I was looking for new Ninja Gaiden, I wasn't really looking for that.
Ninja Gaiden Zombies.
Also, fucking Grant Kirkhope did the soundtrack to that, if I recall correctly.
It came with the extra disc for the soundtrack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, as I was saying, like Dead Rising 1 was like was hard as fuck. It was hard
Yeah.
as nails.
Oh, yeah.
As Dead Rising games go. Yeah. The second one was still quite hard too, but was a bit easier. Like it did have a certain ease to it. Possibly due to the combo weapons, like they made the game like a lot easier.
Yeah.
Like you just get yourself a fire axe and a sledgehammer, and you've won the game. I'm not even joking. That's like one of the strongest melee weapons in the game,
Hey,
and you could do it so easily.
dude, those types of games, the hack and slash, like the hard games like that were rare, but there were so many that were so fucking easy that were like that.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
fucking Dynasty Warriors. That game was so, those hack and slash fucking games were so easy back then. I even like what was Nikki and we were playing the Lord of the Rings one that came out in 2009, and you had like
I know exactly the one you're on about.
arcade modes and shit. You go through, you can be on Sauron's side, And you can have like 4-player split screen on it and
I
shit.
can't remember the
like-
name of it, but it reminded me a lot of more of like Star Wars Battlefront. Weirdly,
Yeah, exactly.
it reminded me
Exactly.
so much of that because like you could just play as like a normal soldier, and then you get like special units, and
Every
you have to
once
like
in a
take
while,
down
you could,
certain.
yeah.
It's like it reminded me so much of that. That game was awesome.
Dude, speaking of Lord of the Rings, there was this I don't know if any of y'all ever had the plug and play consoles, but there was one Lord of the Rings
Yes.
plug and play that I had that had like an actual sword as a controller. It's like had actual
Oh, that's
motion
pretty cool.
controls.
How
That's pretty
responsive
cool.
was it?
It was kind of you had to calibrate every once in a while, but it mostly worked. I think it was called Warriors of Middle Earth or something like that.
That's awesome, dude.
But the problem is, it's a big fucking sword, and you run the risk of hitting something in your house.
Oh shit! Somebody walk by and just get their arm.
Oh, yeah.
broke. Whack.
Yeah, that too. It's just
Your little brother rolls past you and end up knocking him out.
You shall not pass.
Yeah,
it's like that
literally,
VR
bitch.
shit. Like the VR shit where it's like,
Dude,
you
that
don't
is
know where
a
you're at.
big ass barrel you're drinking from over there, Jake.
Well, this is my big tankard.
It looks like what DK would drink out of.
It's like literally the size of my own head.
Kong.
Don't
It's fucking massive. Like
Yeah, you
Donkey.
fill up 2 pots of coffee in that son bitch.
I've only got water in it right now.
Oh, okay.
The
The hydration.
gotta keep
station.
hydrated.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think we've come up on an hour. I know that I've got to run to the bathroom because the fire of my butthole has continued to burn. So
So this is your own fault for eating ghost pepper tacos.
yeah, but
Yet
at the
again.
same time, you know, everything's in the hands of God. So you know, He created ghost peppers for us to eat. You know, I'm just
Maybe he made them specifically for you not to eat. Maybe it's like the whole sort of apple scenario again. Like don't eat them.
I'm the
This is
ape
not because I
that's
said
addicted-
no. It's because they're awful. Like they will destroy your butthole.
I'm the ape that's addicted to sticking my finger in the light socket. I can't stop.
I'm telling you, man. Need Steve-O's hot sauce for your butthole. That will actually help.
It's like
Dude, I
you're
will
the ape
try
who
that
kept
one
eating
day.
poisonous mushrooms until eventually they just became resistant to it.
It's fine. I eat them all the time.
It's fine while your face is puffing up. You.
I'm fine.
I don't have a problem. You have a problem.
I don't
You
think
like-
it's
you
because
like
of
that
the
fucking-
mushrooms. I think I just have an allergy.
Oh, you're like that fucking otter who's like eating watermelon, but like hates watermelon, but refuses to stop eating it. It's like, ugh, ugh.
Too hungry.
Won't stop eating it, but
Oh
fucking
my
hates
God.
it.
Yeah, I'm going to summon the dragons, you could say.
Dragon. Fuck the dragon.
Oh, no. Dragon butt pee.
Dragon's ball PP.
Yeah. Well, that's a beautiful, beautiful way to end this. Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks to everybody that's tuning in. We love you.
It's been fun.